Hey guys, some of you have been wondering how to find your site once you get into Revit and have toggled the terrain. Well, it's simple. You just have to mark it off before you actually go into Revit. So let me just show you in Sketchup quickly. So just go on to, let's just say for instance, I want this particular site on the corner. It's an empty parking lot. So let me just draw it up quickly. So just draw up from there to there, and there, and then just bring it back up. And there's my site. Let me just delete the actual plane and then zoom it out a bit. Let me just mark off a few other key characteristic things on this site so that we can actually bring it back into something that we can work with. So over here, with the row houses, so it's quite simple to mark off, and then the same on this side. So we'll be able to find that in Revit later, and then perhaps maybe just the building across the street. And then yeah, and then just delete the plane again. And then just to take this back into Revit, you want to quickly put the toggle terrain on again, and then click on the site and unlock it. Okay, now what you do is just go do that file export again, so you go 3D model and then just save it as an AutoCAD file. I'm going to save it on my desktop as untitled, so I don't actually need to title it for this time. And just make sure your options are low again to 2007, and then just export, and then go into your Revit and then just go insert, import CAD, choose millimeters and then choose the CAD and open. Zoom extents, and then just go to 3D view and do a quick partial explode, and everything's there. You see the red lines? Those are the lines that you drew in SketchUp. Okay, so what you need to do from here is go to Massing and Site, Topo Surface, and then create from Import, and then click on the instance and say OK. And there's all the points and say yes, okay. And now I'm just going to delete the box, and there's your site. So if you want to find those things that you drew up in SketchUp previously, all you have to do is just go to your wireframe mode and draw on top of it. Well, it's quite simple. Now you actually can find your site. Here's your site over here, and then the same, here's the row houses and then the building across the road. I would suggest that you draw up your roads on top of this beforehand. At a later stage you can actually split your site quite simply by actually clicking on the site, massing the site, and then split surface. And you can only split it into two surfaces, so you click on the line, click on there, so 1 and 2, and then just say OK. Now you can change it back to shaded. You can actually change the material choice of this guy. Let's just say I want it to be grass or paving or something. Paving. Things like that, and then say OK. Now we can easily see the difference between the two spots. If you go back onto wireframe, you can still see where the site is. And this video comes from a previous video I've done. It's for the SketchUp to Revit Topo service. So if you actually want to go check that out, you should check the link below. Alright guys, ciao.